Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, a Sarasota attorney is now representing a second former NFL cheerleader with a legal complaint. This former Miami Dolphins cheerleader is now accusing her former team and the league of gender and religious discrimination. ABC 7's Erica Jackson shares what she is hoping to accomplish by filing this complaint.
I love the Lord, and that's just what I live for.
Kristen Ann Ware spent 3 years as a Miami Dolphins cheerleader, but chose not to audition for a fourth, fearing what she calls continued religious discrimination.
I could be one person outside of the walls, but in the walls I needed to be off. I needed to be someone that I wasn't.
Nearly 1 year after her departure from the team, Ware has filed a complaint with the Florida Commission of Human Relations against the Miami Dolphins and the NFL for both religious and gender discrimination and retaliation. According to the complaint, she was a victim of bullying after the team's director confronted Ware about her virginity.
The director told her that she made something pure and beautiful into something dirty.
I was told that I was not allowed to talk about it to anyone, anytime, that my virginity was not to ever be spoke about.
The complaint states Dolphins football players can express their faith on social media and on the field. But Ware, a cheerleader, was told she could not mention Jesus on her social media account. She felt her faith made her an outsider after phrases about God were removed from one of her blog posts.
The way that I was being treated, they made me choose. Do you want to be a cheerleader or do you want to follow God?
The Miami Dolphins released a statement to ABC 7, reading in part, "We hold every member of our organization to the same standards and do not discriminate as it relates to gender, race, and religious beliefs." Now Ware is requesting a hearing with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, hoping to let the league know how cheerleaders are being treated behind closed doors.
Maybe they don't know, maybe they already know, but it wouldn't cost them anything to make fair and reasonable rules for the cheerleading teams.
By filing the complaint, Ware wants other women to express themselves without feeling like they will lose their jobs.
Even if that meant laying down my uniform, something that I loved, my favorite job, following God and being obedient to Him meant more.
Reporting in Sarasota, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Erica. And this complaint comes 2 weeks after a former New Orleans Saints cheerleader, now living here in Sarasota, filed a complaint against the NFL and the team. Both women are requesting arbitration against their teams and the league. That is in lieu of a lawsuit since both signed an arbitration agreement. We have some new details tonight from the investigation into an iconic surf shop on Holmes Beach that caught fire earlier this afternoon. You can see the blaze right there sent in by some viewer video. West Manatee Fire Rescue says that blaze at the West Coast Surf Shop was caused by an electrical issue with a neon light. There were 3 employees and 30 customers on the property when that fire broke out.
It was reported there were a few people in there initially. All members were able to get out with no injuries. We had about 15 members altogether arrive on scene. They were able to quickly knock the fire down, get it under control. They did a great job.
First responders estimate the fire caused over $250,000 in damage, with severe damage inside the building, even affecting some of the shop's merchandise. Well, during live coverage of this afternoon's tornado warning at the mouth of Tampa Bay, our First Alert weather team was tracking a water spout on the First Alert weather radar. Our team watched as it skirted the north end of Anna Maria Island and entered the bay at the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. And take a look at this picture that was sent in by a viewer, Leland Taylor, showing what appears to be that water spout right near the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. If you have any similar photos of today's weather or damage from today's storms, please don't hesitate to send them in to us. You could send them right to our newsroom at pix@mysuncoast.com. That's PIX@mysuncoast.com, or on our Facebook page. And now we head over to Wendy Ross with a check on our First Alert weather forecast. And Wendy, that's quite the picture, isn't it?
Isn't that something? It really gives you pause when you see something like that. And Bob Harrigan was in this afternoon, and right as he was on the air, that tornado warning came about. It was a brief warning. It was just for Manatee County, and it also was because we saw the tropical, or not the tropical situation, but we did see the water spout that was out here in the Gulf of Mexico moving towards Anna Maria Island. And and it skirted around there just as Adam was mentioning, and it headed on up into Hillsborough County. And as you saw, that picture went right towards the bridge. So we did have watches in effect until 6 o'clock, and now those tornado watches are over, of course, and we are looking at that entire system exiting the state, and we have been left with mostly fair skies across the state of Florida. The winds are beginning to die down, and so that's a good thing as well. And so this entire system is now just a memory, and we are going to be left with some cooler weather that's going to be coming on in. We'll let you know how much colder it's going to get. It may surprise you. That's all coming up in just a few minutes. Adam.
Thank you, Wendy, and don't forget you can stay up to date on First Alert weather updates with our new weather and news apps. Once you download those apps from the App Store, you will get updates on forecasts and breaking news and any other local stories as they develop straight on your phone or other devices. Well, now to the growing outrage tonight across the nation over an incident at a Starbucks. Two men, both black, handcuffed inside of the coffee shop. Witnesses say it was all unnecessary, and as ABC's Zachary Quiche reports, Starbucks is now apologizing.
Tonight, this video of an arrest showing two black men inside of a Starbucks in Philadelphia sparking outrage. According to their lawyer, those men in handcuffs came inside for a meeting. In fact, they were early. This gentleman, a family friend, coming to meet the two men, both real estate brokers, outraged while he watches them being hauled out.
What did they get called for? Because there were two black guys sitting here meeting me? Yes, I didn't know that. Well, what did they do? What did they do?
While customers inside demand answers.
They didn't do anything. I saw the entire thing.
Police say a Starbucks employee called 911 because both were trespassing. One of them allegedly asked to use the bathroom without buying anything. Philadelphia's police commissioner justifying the arrest, but Starbucks CEO apologizing, calling the situation disheartening. Today, outside the shop.
I've gone into this very Starbucks and asked for the bathroom code, got the bathroom code, used the bathroom, said thank you, and left. I did not get arrested.
Protesters demanding accountability as Starbucks begins an investigation into their practices. Both men were arrested but released after Starbucks declined to press charges. Tonight, both men are considering legal action. Zachary Quiche, ABC News, Philadelphia.
As adults, we have a responsibility to make the world better for them.
We want gun reform! And when do we want it? Now! What do we want? Gun reform!
Students today at a rally in Five Points Park, that group gathering in solidarity with the victims of the Parkland, Florida shooting. Student speakers asking for continued efforts to incite change within our school system, inviting more members of the community to join the movement, calling for an end to gun violence.
Today was an extension of the walkouts that we had at Riverview. So we had about 500 kids walk out, and we didn't want to stop there. So today we just wanted to open up to an older demographic and kind of get our word out and spread the message about what we want to accomplish.
Dozens showed up in support, but like most of outdoor events today, the weather did cut into that action. Organizers calling that rally early due to that incoming storm. An important food recall alert tonight. More than 200 million eggs are under a recall over fears of salmonella. The eggs are all come from Rose Acre Farms in Indiana, but are sold here in the state at Walmart and at Waffle House restaurants. According to the FDA, at least 22 people have gotten sick because of those eggs. Salmonella can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections, especially in young children and the elderly. Anyone who bought those eggs should throw them away or return them to the place where they were purchased for a refund. The debate about paying sales tax on online purchases is heading to the U.S. Supreme Court. Big retailers like Amazon and Walmart collect sales tax on all online sales in the 45 states with a statewide sales tax, but many smaller retailers don't. On Tuesday, the Supreme Court is scheduled to hear South Dakota versus Wayfair to determine whether to overturn that 26-year-old ruling. If it is reversed, that could mean all online retailers would have to collect taxes everywhere, something brick and mortar stores have argued will level the playing field. The Trump administration will join the oral argument in favor of online retailers being required to collect sales taxes everywhere. R. Lee Ermey, a man known for some of the most memorable movie insults, has passed away at the age of 74. A former Marine, Ermey was arguably best known for his role as Gunnery Sergeant Hartman in Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket film, the role earning the Kansas native a Golden Globe nomination. He also had roles in Apocalypse Now, and he was the voice of that little green army man in Disney Pixar's Toy Story. Ermey's longtime manager says he died this morning from pneumonia-related complications. A major development involving former First Lady Barbara Bush and her health. The Bush family revealing the 92-year-old matriarch will no longer seek medical attention in the face of, quote, failing health. Wife to one president and mother to another, Barbara Bush, famous for her fierce loyalty and sharp wit.
That same fellow that I used to yell at to please pick up his room, to see him as president is truly amazing.
A spokesperson for the family says she is surrounded by her loved ones who say in the face of her failing health, she has again been the rock of the family, worrying not for herself, but for others. Still to come here on ABC 7, President Trump responding to the exclusive ABC interview with former FBI Director James Comey. Plus 5 years since the Boston Marathon bombing, how organizers are paying tribute to those impacted by the tragedy.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
One man's trash is everyone's art. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we'll learn about an important Manatee County program that recycles Suncoast trash into surprising fashions. Online bullying is on many parents' minds, and a new app could help. We will talk to its creators. Plus, a Suncoast Photography Studio's pet photos go viral, and Zoe's Kitchen joins us in our kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
As a financial expert, I tell people if you want to be successful with your credit, Credit Sesame is the best place to start. Hi, I'm Lynette Calfani-Cox, the Money Coach. Maybe you want to buy a car, a home, or just remove some financial stress. Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score. Then they'll show you what's impacting your score and suggest a strategy to better manage it. Credit Sesame even recommends lending options that can save you money. Best part? It's 100% free. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Well, tonight you saw it right here on ABC, former FBI Director James Comey breaking his long silence. It was his first one-on-one interview since he was fired by President Trump. And even before the interview aired, the president went on the attack earlier this morning in a barrage of tweets, ripping Comey, calling him a, quote, slime ball. ABC's Elizabeth Herr gives us a look at what else was said.
The interview, James Comey.
Former FBI Director James Comey sitting down with ABC's George Stephanopoulos in his first primetime interview.
And what part of you is thinking, I helped elect Donald Trump?
A whole lot of me was thinking, oh my God,
Did we have some role in this?
Revealing new details of some of the most controversial choices of his career.
The norm is, if you can avoid it, you take no action that might have an impact on an election. And I can't see a door that's labeled no action here.
Hillary Clinton says Comey cost her the White House by reopening the Clinton email investigation just 11 days before the 2016 election. Comey maintains he had no choice. He also recalls his first impression of President Trump.
He had impressively coiffed hair. His tie was too long, as it always is. He looked slightly orange up close.
Comey alleging Trump is like a mob boss who measures a man by his loyalty.
Not trying to, by the way, suggest that President Trump is out breaking legs and shaking down shopkeepers. But instead what I'm talking about is that leadership culture.
In a series of tweets Sunday, President Trump fired back, insisting he never demanded loyalty.
The President Trump is unethical, untethered to the truth. Is Donald Trump unfit to be president?
Yes.
Comey says his new book is about ethical leadership, tweeting that 3 presidents are in his book. 2 help illustrate the values at the heart of ethical leadership, and 1 serves as a counterpoint. Elizabeth Hur, ABC News, New York.
Today marks 5 years since the Boston Marathon bombing, and the race and people of Boston remain stronger than ever. A wreath was laid at the finish line of the Boston Marathon this morning. The action marking the anniversary of that deadly bombing that killed 3 spectators and maimed more than 260 others in 2013. Organizers also paying tribute. Take a look at this GPS image showing the course for today's race. Runners in Boston coming together to run a course across the city, spelling out Boston on those GPS tracking maps. And it was chilly day for a race up there in Boston. I think in the 30s, and a high chance of precipitation.
Well, this whole front just went right on up the eastern coastline, and so this front is bringing in some much colder weather. We're going to start to feel the effects of it tomorrow. It's not too bad right now, but today we had to deal with all of the rain and the wind and the tornado that came through. And of course, we were very fortunate. We were spared the tornado. We didn't have that right here. That was heading on up towards the bridge, but it was on the way through Anna Maria, but it veered and went to the north. So a tornado warning was issued very briefly today, and we had tornado watches in effect until 6 o'clock. But we didn't have anything else. So right now it's clearing skies, and we're also looking at those winds dying down. However, they're still strong in some locations, and we've got the colder air coming on in behind this front. So this is where the front is now. You can see it's exiting the state. It's taking all of that wet weather with it, but this system is holding together. Look at all of this rain and the lightning strikes. We had so much lightning that came on through from many locations, and the rain came down fast and furious. This whole system was moving very quickly at around 30 miles per hour. So it didn't last very long, and it did come through very, very quickly. That's always a good thing for us. And right now you can see that we've got fair skies for the most part across our viewing area, and we are continuing to see the situation improving across the region. High surf advisory is in effect until tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and we also have a small craft advisory in effect until 8 o'clock, and that's covering the entire coastline along the west coast. So we are looking also at the amounts of rain that came today. Because the system came through so quickly, we didn't see copious amounts of rainfall, but mostly over an inch of rain fell in pockets across the area as those storms came on through. Right here you can see the front. It's going to continue to push off towards the east. Cold air is going to move in behind it. When I say cold, it's a relative thing, but we are going to see those temperatures dropping into the 50s for overnight lows. So you are going to feel the difference. And of course, our forecast is showing that we're looking at fair skies all the way through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to be a very nice week coming up. And we only have one day of cold weather, and that's going to be on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we get right back up into the 80s. So it's going to be quite lovely. Valley over the next several couple of days. So here are the winds. You can see them very strong still, especially at the beaches. You move inland and we're seeing lesser winds down to about 13 miles per hour, and then still strong along the beaches along to the south of us, and again in the interior sections a little less, but that will continue to taper off. And here finally are the temperatures that I was talking about. So we are going to see those temperatures in the 60s Monday morning, and then by the afternoon it doesn't warm up very much, maybe 68 degrees. And then for the overnight time period, we're going to see those temperatures dropping down into the 50s, so around 57 degrees tomorrow night, and then the warm up will begin in earnest. So that's what we can expect. And right now we're looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s across the area. Today we got up to a high this morning of 84 degrees, but that was this morning before all of the wet weather came on through and that cold front took over. And so if you're heading off to the beach, just remember small craft advisories through Monday, through the day on Monday. Here's our 7-day forecast. Cold weather, relatively speaking, 68 degrees, getting down into the 50s. Some places could see 55 degrees. And then we're going to start the warm up, and it's going to be just absolutely beautiful for the rest of the week with plenty of sunshine and those temperatures in the low 80s, just the way we love it. Adam?
All right, thank you, Wendy. We got sports coming up next. Stick around.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
CashNet USA is trusted by over 2 million customers.
Perfect. When I lean back, I trust that you will be there to catch me.
Okay, bad idea, bad idea.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Don't miss Southwest Florida's largest barbecue and bluegrass event at the Venice Airport Festival grounds. Taste genuine competition barbecue and listen to award-winning bluegrass entertainment. Join us for a finger-licking and hot-picking good time. Free admission and parking. Go to SuncoastBBQBash.com for details.
Dot Pharmacy is a website verification program that helps you identify safe and trustworthy online pharmacies. Purchasing medicine online can be safe and easy. Just look for pharmacy to the right of the dot in website addresses.
When you are home alone, an emergency can become a tragedy. However, with any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately. Whether in the bathroom,
I've fallen in the shower.
at home,
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
and on the go.
Help! I've fallen in the park and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-518-0221. That's 1-800-518-0221. Call now, 1-800-518-0221. For a free brochure, call 1-800-518-0221.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather, and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7, we're here for you.
Now, sports. On Sunday, the Tampa Bay Rays may have lost something more valuable than their 4th straight game in the first inning of today's game against the Phillies. Outfielder Kevin Kiermaier advanced on an error, sliding headfirst into second base before scoring on this Malik Smith triple. He would leave the game, however, with a sprained right thumb when he advanced to second, and now it's likely the Rays' only bright spot could be missing some time on the disabled list.
You know, I harped on this spring training all year. I said I just want to stay healthy for all my teammates, and I want to, you know, put my talents on display for a full year, and that's in jeopardy right now.
He's going to go get an MRI tomorrow. Not too excited about the potential of it.
Kiermaier has missed significant time the last 2 seasons with injuries. The Rays' next game will be at home against the Rangers tomorrow night. Well, Venice High School's first water polo season is ending on a high note. Juliana Hernandez scored 5 goals along with that, and we had the block penalty shot there. The Indians winning their final match against Westminster Academy in come-from-behind fashion, scoring 8 goals in the 4th quarter, warranting a victory team cannonball. Head coach Beth Bailey says she's proud of her girls, 2 of whom learned to swim just for this season. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7.
We think we're moving into a new era, and we would like to be on the front edge of that new era. We should be on the front edge of protecting it and preserving it. We should be leading by example.
Never mind all the hubbub in D.C. Top experts say sea level rise and climate change are threatening the Suncoast. I'm Alan Cohn. Before it does, top scientists will debate it on the trapezoid.
Monday on ABC 7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
We all love our kids and want what's best for them. You have the power to help your kids learn to succeed in life every day. When you promote a love for learning at home, children build the skills they need to be ready for school. You can be their everyday hero. It's easy. Just text Everyday Hero to 77453 for simple learning tips.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991. Now, in one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Download the all-new ABC 7 First Alert weather app now. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Rampage topping the box office this weekend, giving its star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson another financial success. The new Dwayne Johnson vehicle from Warner Brothers and New Line Cinemas took in $34.5 million. The horror film A Quiet Place, a close second, and made $32.6 million during its second weekend. And rounding out the top three, Truth or Dare, with just over $19 million. Yep. There you have it.
The horror things, I can't do the horror things.
Not a huge fan?
No, not a
Well,
big fan.
apparently
No,
a large chunk
can't.
of America can.
Apparently so, but I can do the weather. So this is what we are looking at. We are looking at cold weather by comparison to what we've had. 68 degrees for the high tomorrow, lows in the 50s.
Ooh, chilly morning.
Ooh, yes, it will be.
The Good Morning Suncoast is back at 5 a.m.